Hi guys, and welcome to a new video of T238. Usually I'm doing a MOSFET. Last time or the time before that one I did a motor. And this time the guys of T238 sent me a tracer unit, which is actually pretty cool. I've never used any tracers because I don't do a lot of nighttime skirmishes or anything like that. But yeah, it looked pretty cool and they wanted to send one over for me to test. So I did use it in the field one time. I don't have any tracers left, but for this review we don't really need any tracers because it's daytime, so not really that interesting. So the general overview, it's like the quality is very sturdy. It's made of a solid aluminium. It has three functions. So one is the tracer unit with the fake flash. With a fake muzzle flash. The other one is just a tracer, and the other one is just the flash. So you have like three options in this one, so that's pretty nice. Well, as I said, it was completely made out of aluminum, and in the front you see the three LEDs that make the muzzle flash, and in the back, as you can see, this hole is a little bit bigger, but what you get in the box as well is this ring with the 40mm counterclockwise threads. So that one goes on your gun. But for the sake of the video, I'll do that in the end or in the later part. So what's really nice about this unit is it is completely tight, so you don't have any openings for the electronics. As you can see, it's closed off apart from the opening, of course, in the front, but that doesn't touch the electronics. Let me show you what I mean. Like, you can, if you want to charge it, you need to screw it open, and there you see the micro USB port. Like, I would have preferred Type C because, like, at least all of Europe is going to Type C, even Apple. So yeah, Type C would have been better. But I mean, you get an USB cable with it, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Just more universal and more 2022 instead of 2010. But it's okay. As you can see, they've attached a small LiPo here with the JST connectors. Pretty cool, because this way you can also, like, if you store it for a long time and it swells up, it shouldn't do, but if it does, then you can exchange it pretty easily. It's like a 450 milliamp hours. Yeah, 450. So 3.7 volts, if I'm not mistaken. It's very hard to see through the camera. Yeah, 3.7 volts, like a one cell LiPo. So again, the charger is on front. And I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's a small tube in the center, and this is actually pretty nifty, because sometimes, like, not all tracer units have these, but it should, like, every tracer should have these, because, like, sometimes when you get a strange flyer with a BB or something and it breaks inside of your tracer unit, it can damage a lot of electronics, so that's not a good one. I also saw a video of some guy doing the review for the same unit but for gel blasters, and since those use a little bit of water, then this is definitely a good idea to keep your electronics safe. So sorry I forgot your name, but I'll be sure to leave a shout out below in the comments. So again, as you can see, no counterclockwise thread on the main unit, but if you close it up, and also if you notice here, if you close it up, it's closed on this one as well. There's windows in there, and as you can see, those are the LEDs. And the nice thing is no matter how you screw it, like if you screw it tight, it always shows the LEDs on the opening, so that's perfect. So for this one, we be grilling and chilling. We're going to, or at least I'm going to show you how the unit works. I've opened it up again because that way we can see, or can easier see how the UV LEDs, those three on the bottom, function and the 3 in front, like the fake muzzle flashes. So let me double check to see if it's on or not. Now it's off. So as you can see, it was off, and now I turn it on. Like in the first press, you saw the blue LEDs flashing and the orange one. That means option 1 is activated, and that's the one that your BBs get lit up. So the tracer function is on and the fake muzzle flash as well. So I'm going to drop it into this bowl because I've lost 2 BBs already. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on camera, but let me see if I can turn it just a little bit. I'm not sure if you could see the flash, but it's blue and orange. So both the tracer and the muzzle flash worked. So if you press that one again, you only see blue lights. That means only the tracer function works. Not sure if you could see that again on camera, but like only the tracer works. And if you press it one more time again, then you only see the orange. That means only the muzzle flash is activated. So it even bounced out of my grilling and chilling bowl. There you go. Well, and if you press it one more time again, you see the lights dim and then it's off. So that's the basic programming of, like, program is not really programming, but there are the programs that you can choose from the unit. So pretty nifty and very well made. Like, even if you look at the board, it's pretty nicely done. And I'm not sure if you can see this one. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. You see those 3 white LEDs in the back? Those are the UV LEDs, and then there's a small black. Let me see if I have something to point with. There, that small black, that's the sensor. That one, it detects when the BB or the gel, I think it's just a gel. If the gel passes, then the UV gets activated. So you have the sensor and 3 UV LEDs, so it gets lit up pretty well. Like a few guys that use this an A-stack tracer, like it's pretty much the same lighting as those. So like quality wise, it's pretty good. Again, I haven't used that many tracers. Like, to be honest, it was my first one, like my owning one. Like I've used a couple from other people's, but just for a few seconds. It wasn't really mine, and this is the first tracer that I used, and to be honest, it's pretty fun. But again, I don't do a lot of night games, so I probably won't be using it a lot, but still, it's a pretty fun feature. So if we're closing this one up, let me zoom out again. We're closing this one up. Again, LEDs are in the opening. As you can see, this middle ring has the 14 counterclockwise threads, and it fits exactly in here. So what I do recommend you do is make a small indent. As you can see, it's still able to twist if it's on there. So what I personally would recommend is, here you have the set screw. Like, remove the set screw entirely, and then put this one on your, well, it depends on which gun you want to put it on, but on your gun, in this case it's my MP5K. Just screw it on straight. That's very important. There we go. Also use an O-ring to between the threaded point and the barrel, so it has a buffer, so it doesn't loosen over time. So, and then what you want to do is put the tracer how you want it. So if you want the logo like on the sides or on the top, or maybe you don't want to see it at all and you put it on the bottom, you can put it like this, and then check the opening where the set screw was. Let me see, there we go. And then mark it with, well, in this case it's my hex key, or it's not a hex key, it's, we call it an imbus, but I'm not sure how you call it in English. But then at least you can mark it. Well, we have a scratch here, so it's already marked. But when you mark it, then you can make with the drill bit, you can make a small indent. That way it doesn't churn when you're using it. So I've made a small indent as well over there, as you can see. So mine goes like this. Also use some Loctite on this one, like not the good stuff, but the stuff that you can turn loose again. So otherwise you will never get it off again. So use the red Loctite, I think it is. I use 221, not sure, it's red, but like you have like the red and the blue color, so I'm not sure which one you guys use, but at least 221 is the one I use for not permanently fixing anything. If you want to really permanently fix something in place, use the 648. I mean, it's almost liquid metal. You definitely won't get it off. It's very, very solid. You need a torch to burn it off. But as you can see, it's solid and firmly on the gun. This is an MP5K. This has very weak threads. This one I had a suppressor on it, but it keep dipping because the threads were, well, pretty much gone. But like the aluminum on the barrel together with this one work pretty well. I've chosen to put the logo on top so I don't see it a lot. To be honest, I think I'm going to spray paint it like matte black so it fits the gun more, but yeah, that's for me to do later on. Well guys, I hope you find this video helpful. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comment below. I also have a T238 MOSFET Q&A Facebook page, so definitely join that one. We do, well, it's mostly the ETU, but we also allow posts on the tracers or questions or anything, or like all other, basically all other airsoft products from T238. We pretty much allow that one on the site. So, well, again, thank you guys, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and talk to you guys later. Cheers.